We're going to review The Mortal Instruments, City of Bones, the first book, and we're going to just talk about it.
Because we feel like we need to spread our opinions. I am a mega fan. Like, I read all the books a year ago, and I've been waiting for the movie to come out. And Jeanette, she's a procrastinator. She just read the book like a few days before she watched the movie. So,
basically, I just read it because she told me to read it, and she kept bothering me about it, and I was like, I might as well just read this and get it over with.
We made a deal that I would read some of her books if she read some of my books, so that's how it worked. But anyway, let's get down to it.
Okay, well, my first impression was...
No!
What do you want me to get down to?
First I have to do like a summary.
Okay, then talk!
First, let's do the summary. This book is about Clarissa Cleary Frey, who is your typical teenage girl who lives in Manhattan, New York, which is actually not far from where we live, so pretty cool. And she lives in an apartment with her cool artsy mother, and her best friend Simon lives like down the block, whatever. And yeah, she's like all complaining because her mom took away her summer vacation to art camp or something, and now she has to go to a farm.
Basically, I think that Clary is she's super whiny and super annoying. This is basically her mom's like, let's go to a farm, and then Clary's like, no, I don't want to, and she starts whining for like a really long time, and then she totally insults Simon and is like, shut up, Simon, stop talking. Like, what did Simon ever do to you?
The first impression of Clary, at first she comes off really bratty, really immature, and that's probably because she is.
And throughout the entire book, she comes off as bratty and immature.
No, she grows up gradually. Okay, she matures.
There is a lot of scenes in the book.
And she doesn't know, because she only read one book. But if you read more books, she gets more and more mature with every book.
But we're talking about the first one here. And obviously, Clary makes a lot of stupid mistakes throughout the whole book.
She does some things right.
Okay, like for example...
But anyway, you're going off topic here. Anyway, so, where was I? Oh, yeah. Okay, so she's all whining about how she can't go to art camp because her mom's forcing her to go to a farm in upstate New York. And then she goes to a club on her birthday with her best friend Simon, and everyone's dancing, having a good time, you know, doing what teenagers do, twerking and all. And she looks across the room and sees a group of kids murdering this guy, stabbing him to death, hitting him with a whip, freaking chainsawing him to death. And she's like, what the heck? Oh my god! This guy's getting murdered! And nobody else notices. And Simon's like, are you crazy? There's nothing there. Stop yelling like a lunatic. And basically, yeah, she realizes she might...
Basically, there are a whole bunch of shadow hunters. They're half human, half
like that.
Get to the point already.
Fine,
they're half human, half.
Oh, great.
They're half human, half angel. Like they're descendants from the angel, and
you have to tell it right.
They came from
they're just half.
They came from this stupid cup, this mortal cup, and then throughout the whole book. They're always fighting to get this cup, and it's just like, okay. And when they get the cup, what is Clary?
Stop it! You're going too far. Okay. But anyway, they're Nephilim, Nephilim or shadow hunters, which are half human, half angels that fight demons to keep the city safe from harm. And Jace is like, we're not evil. That guy was a demon. That's why we killed him and freaking jacked him up.
Jace is like Draco Malfoy, except he wears black clothes.
He's a sexy version of Draco Malfoy. Just saying.
He's like in a biker gang, basically, because he's got the motorcycle.
He doesn't have a motorcycle. He drives a motorcycle one time, okay? But he's, yeah. Jace Whalen. He's your typical tortured bad boy who's, you know, a starving soul, and he's deeper than he seems. And Clary thinks, oh, I can fix him. and that doesn't work out too well for her.
I think that Clary, she is just too immature to handle any situation. Okay? The time when Simon gets turned into a rat, for example, she was... Spoiler! She decides to go and basically she's like, no, Simon! And she goes and attacks the vampire kingdom.
You can't just say things like they know. You don't know if they read the book or not.
Well, okay, whatever.
Right.
Basically,
so here's what happens. So she brings Simon to this party, and he drinks this magic ass potion and turns into a freaking rat. And then the vampires kidnap him. Okay. But and you can't just go off topic. You're going on a tangent.
Well, you don't know what to say.
We can't be talking for 10 minutes.
Okay.
It's going to be a 5 to 6 minute video.
Basically, Clary is annoying, and she's spoiled, and she's a brat. That's all you need to know.
Here's what I think about Clary. I think she first comes off as very immature because she's living a sheltered life. I think the author did that on purpose. She's living a very sheltered... Mom, go away! I'm trying to make a video!
No, you're going in 5 minutes!
What do you mean?
Oh!
So... It's been a little while. We made that video in like August, and now it's January.
We made the video before the movie even came out, so...
No, we saw the movie.
Oh,
when we saw the video.
So I think that for this section, we should just talk about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And...
We're just gonna wrap it up, because, like, can you see my skin? It's much lighter than it was in the other video, because it's been mad long and everything. But, yeah.
Wouldn't it be darker because it's in the
it's
nighttime?
kind of all quads. Yeah. But we gotta finish the video, so here we go.
So, basically, the movie, it was like I guess they were trying to make it have a lot of interesting stuff. Like, they tried to make it interesting. They tried to build up the suspense. But it was just fighting and fighting and fighting. And one thing that I didn't like about the movie was... there was no flying motorcycle. And also, the kid who always gets friend-zoned, Simon, he didn't turn into a rat. I was like, aren't you supposed to turn into a rat? Instead, he just got put into some ropes and stuff. Like, okay, I didn't know it was that type of movie, but...
Well, I personally like the movie because the movie is not exactly like the book, but it has its own twist, but they put the most important scenes in there. Besides the whole rat thing and I was, like, sad about the whole motorcycle thing. Was there a motorcycle scene?
There was a motorcycle scene, but it was not flying.
Oh, they weren't flying.
It was clearly on the ground.
Okay, they were supposed to be flying, but they weren't.
Yeah.
I was sad about that. I was, like, waiting for them to fly. I was like, yes, come on, fly, let's go, let's see it. And then they didn't. So
I felt like the romance was forced.
No!
Like, it's just like, okay, first Jace kidnaps her.
It was cute!
And then he's just like, let's
It was really cute, okay? No, he doesn't kidnap her.
Didn't she get, like, taken to the academy or whatever it's called?
I don't know, I saw it a long time ago, but all I know is that I really liked it. I thought it was awesome. I was not disappointed one bit at all, and it was awesome.
I was just upset because my favorite character turned into some monster. What was her name? Madame something?
Oh, the fortune teller lady.
The fortune teller lady was my favorite character in the whole movie, and they decided to make her into a monster and kill her. I'm like, come on.
Spoiler!
Oh, spoiler. But yeah, why did you have to do that? She was a nice old lady, and you just had to, slay her.
She was a greater demon, okay? She wasn't a nice old lady.
She was a nice lady at the beginning, and then, just didn't turn out good.
Yeah, it didn't turn out good at all. But that was the movie, and it was good, and I feel like we should do our little rating to end off the video. So, how many stars would you rate this book/movie?
Well, honestly, it wasn't my type of book at all. I'm not really into the fantasy genre. I mean, I like sci-fi, but it wasn't awful. And
great. It wasn't awful.
On Goodreads, I rated it 4 stars, but for this one, I'm going to rate it 3 stars because I thought it was I don't know.
I give the book 4 stars because it had a slow beginning, but I give it the movie 5 stars because it was freaking awesome. Like, if you haven't seen the movie, even if you haven't read the book, watch the movie because it's a really good movie.
I thought for the movie they skipped over a lot of the parts.
Hello, it's like a huge book. They can't put every single scene in
But
there.
still, I was
And
like,
they still changed it up and made
It
it,
was, like,
interesting.
fast-forwarded.
So even if you
Everything-
saw the book, it's not like you know everything that's going to happen.
they changed a lot of things.
Mhm.
And
The ending has a big twist. It's like, whoa!
they changed a lot of things, and I was like, kind of upset. I was like, what happened to the whole book? It's like you're watching a whole entirely different thing.
Not entirely different.
Well, it was very different. Like a lot of the scenes were changed.
Anyway, that's all. Thanks for watching our review. Sorry it was really late and got cut off, and this is like 3-4 months later and everything.
Yeah, I guess that's the end.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.